Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new announcement of the DLC Fighter 8 for Super Smash Bros. This actually came to us pretty much by surprise, honestly, because they tweeted it out, which is definitely good that we know about this, but at the same time, I kind of wish that they didn't tell us and we would, get shocked at the Game Awards. Don't know if they did this because they're afraid people won't tune in or vice versa, but in all honesty, I was going to watch it anyway just to see what they would announce, But I guess now we know we're going to get a new fighter, and other than that, I'd say it's pretty much a big reason to tune in overall. I did do a predictions video before Steve was announced, and funny enough, I did mention him, but I didn't want him. I had so many other characters that I would have preferred. I guess it's been a while since Steve came out, and he's a fun character to use, but definitely not my cup of tea. He's a little bit weird to play as. Maybe if I practice with him a little more, I'll get more comfortable, but honestly, I don't care too much for the character, so I probably won't put in the time. But I guess everybody's doing this, so I might as well do it as well. We still got a few hours, about 3 hours left before it starts. It's currently 3:15 as I'm recording this. On December 10th, today is the Game Awards, so we'll probably get announcements for other stuff as well. But my list hasn't changed too much, but some characters have gotten a little bit more spotlight than others. Just because I feel like the hype train of all these crazy characters has died down, and now people are trying to be, are a little more realistic. They still have like their, characters that they want in back of their, back of their heads, or maybe on the top of their list, rather, I should say. But I guess that's the same for me in my case. Some characters have moved around, but overall, I think it's pretty much the same. So with that being said, still to this day, I'll probably keep saying it until it comes true. My top character is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I thought that they were really going to announce him back then just because, Melody of Memory was about to come out and all this and that. But now I think there's a lot less evidence for him, to be a new fighter. The game already came out and there really wasn't that much story or hype around it. And at this moment, I feel like he really isn't the center of attention as he might have been back then. Because the game's out, whatever. Before it was more of a... maybe they can cross-promote it, right? And there's other games right now that are doing cross-promotions that just really help it. Like, why would they announce it? But I do have to say, before I continue with any other character, we do now know that all these characters had been delayed. Steve was supposed to be the E3 pick, which would have made Steve's actual release date that he came out a little bit more inclined to include Sora or Crash, because I think that week Crash was coming out, the new game. And then I think, just a few weeks later, it was going to be Sora. So those were my top two. But again, going back to Sora, I still think that, he's definitely very popular. At this point, I personally wouldn't want him to be the next fighter. I think I'd rather wait and have him as the final DLC character just to really bring it home. Because, that's how I felt when Bayonetta got announced. She was the last fighter for Smash 4. I really wanted her. She was the last one, and it just made it all that much better. So I guess, as much as I want Sora, he's like the tippy top of my list. I know he is really just, maybe it's not his time right now, but if he gets announced, I will freak out. I'm definitely going to do a reaction to that. Another character that's on my list, probably number 2, but only because I love their game, is Akira from Astral Chain. Now, I love the game, but I don't think it made quite as an impact as I wish it did. We still don't know, because Nintendo could definitely bring one of the twins out and kind of generate hype for the game. But as much as I want them, I feel like, they just didn't make enough of a big impact to get into Smash. Because, even though I don't like Steve from Minecraft, I can't deny that he definitely is a big character. Now, if we're talking about relatively, that's the wrong word, characters who are relevancy. I still think that maybe my Impa theory would be good. The game has come out. At this point, I'm currently still doing my playthrough as of me recording this, but most people have played it. And I think out of all the characters, Impa is the best choice, just because even though we might want the champions, it's 4 of them. How are we gonna pick? I mean, it's either gonna be Mifa or Bosa, honestly. So the best choice would be this new version of Impa, just because not only she's more modern, but she's been in pretty much every Zelda game, and if we do have a Zelda rep, she would probably be the best pick. But those are my top 3 that, you know, the first 2, it's just because, you know, little technical difficulties that really aren't concrete evidence, but in the end, Akira and Sora, they're just, you know, they maybe aren't good for this time. You know, maybe we can hold them off. And then Impa is somebody I would like that maybe could match up because of the times. I don't know if they could, you know, switch fighters, because again, like I said, these fighters have been postponed. I mean, with that being said, it could be Master Chief. Master Chief, I think his game, Halo Infinite, if I'm not mistaken, was supposed to come around this time, but unfortunately got delayed, so maybe he'll be the last fighter, and Sora will be fighter, what, I think we had 2 more, so fighter 9. So Master Chief, I think, is a possibility, but speaking of Master Chief, which is going to kind of tie into my new list, because every other character I mentioned, I think I've taken them off. You know, that includes Dante, Gino, Shantae, even a new Pokemon rep. So speaking of Master Chief, at this very moment, obviously his game isn't coming out. It was delayed, but there's the whole, you know, Master Chief might come to Fortnite talk, and the whole bounty hunter and this cross promotion that's been happening. We recently got Kratos in the game for Fortnite in the new season, and it's all about bounty hunters. Now, you know, since PlayStation gave Fortnite Kratos and Xbox gave them Master Chief, we were thinking, you know, Nintendo should give a character as well to complete the trilogy. I originally said Mario because they looked like they were giving like their top IPs, but I guess we don't know if it's supposed to be top IP or be, you know, be maybe like in par with the theme. That's why I think Samus would be a much better choice for whatever character they, you know, give Fortnite from Nintendo. But with that being said, Master Chief, you know, sure, he'd be great, but I think that they should really save it for when the game actually comes out. So Master Chief should be like the final fighter. But again, sorry, with that being said, that ties into Fortnite. Now, I think I did mention Fortnite in my last video, but I think now, because of all the evidence and just how much I really am invested in Fortnite, I think it would be pretty cool. I wasn't too much behind the idea of Jonesy, because, you know, like most people, you know, he's not really a character. What would his moveset be? But, you know, ever since season 3, when we first got this new version of Jonesy that can talk and everything, he really kind of made his own identity. He really accepted the name Jonesy and kind of really became a character. Especially now in season 5, where he's going across time and space and looking for people. I think that right now, it's crazy to say, but looks like Fortnite might be what people have in mind for the new character. And I'd be pretty excited. I mean, I think in the end, like I said before, it'd be Jonesy as the main skin with every other default as an alternate. I don't know if they would do any specific skins because they have so many, over 800 skins. But Jonesy would be pretty cool. In that case, let's say Jonesy, you know, he comes to Smash, and then Samus goes to, you know, Fortnite. It could be a cool story that way. Like, imagine a trailer. It looks like a season 5 trailer for Fortnite where Jonesy's looking for people. He goes into Smash, and he comes back with Samus, and I don't know, because another thing, if you don't know, maybe you don't play Fortnite, today the item shop has been delayed 2 hours, you know, as opposed to its usual time. Normally, new skins come out at 7 o'clock at this point in time, but today it's scheduled for 9 o'clock. So they're obviously waiting for that big announcement. I don't know if it'll be Master Chief. I don't know if it'll be a Nintendo rep. That's the 2 biggest things right now. But I mean, they gave us Kratos just like that, and we already know about it, so it wouldn't be a surprise. I think having Jonesy come in and then bring in Samus or something, that'd be pretty intense. So right now, at this moment, Jonesy is the character I really want. I thought about some of the other characters I had on my list previously, but, you know, other than maybe Crash Bandicoot, I think nobody else really has any either relevancy or just the name, you know. I think Crash was supposed to be the fighter that we got, you know, when Steve was announced. So if everything's been delayed, then obviously we get Crash today, and then whatever we were supposed to get today will get announced later next year. So if it isn't, you know, if it isn't Jonesy, if it isn't Master Chief, then I think the next best thing is Crash. But at this point, I just don't know. You know, I think I've thrown away kind of my list and just said, just give me more content, you know. I don't play Smash as often as I used to. I've been busy kind of just doing more story content. You know, I've been playing Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Age of Calamity, Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory. So like I'm not really invested in Smash Brothers, and I've already gotten most of my characters. You know, I got Min Min as the first fighter, and I'm already happy. You know, the perfect thing would be if they added Sora, like I said, but in the end, I'm just happy with whatever they give, even though I might not like the character, because Nintendo, or at least Sakurai, definitely knows how to make a character. Because as much as I don't like Banjo and I don't like Steve, they definitely are fun to play. You know, at least to start with. They're a little kooky and weird to control, but overall it's definitely not money wasted if you know, buy the full pack and they're included. So again, I would love Sora. That's my you know, most top pick. A dream character would be Akira. If you haven't played Astral Chain already, definitely play it. I might do a playthrough on the channel next year. But the characters that I think have a better possibility are Impa, Crash Bandicoot, and Jonesy, just because of how relevant they are at the moment. So, you know, that's just a quick video I wanted to do, just refreshing my picks for this time around. Right now it's December 10th, 2020. You guys can compare my list from the previous video. I'll leave a link down below or in the end card. But with that being said, I'm super excited. If you haven't already, check out the video of my reaction, because this is probably already up by the time that it's gone live. So I'm just super excited. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, or I guess in this case, listening. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything else that I upload. And until next time, bye.